Episode 51 is here. We going straight up against WrestleMania. That show is dog shit. But I bring the good graps on this Saturday night. So let us not waste any more time, because this show is going to be very, very long. So let's get straight into the action.
What's going on, Juco?
I think that's a question for Keith, honestly. He would know the answer. But we are opening episode number 51 with the men's four-way showcase. And normally with these showcases, they would all be debuts. But all of the debuts for the showcases happened in the Royal Rumbles. And we start out with the men. And of course, we start out with Caleb Christian entering the Rumble all the way at number 26 and immediately taking out the favorite to win the Rumble in many people's eyes in Jace Gold. Made it to about the final 7 or final 6 before being eliminated by Owen Spade. But an impressive performance from Christian nonetheless in the Rumble. Let's say an AO like I did not show him this entrance when I first made it. Jaden Angels entered the Rumble right smack dab in the middle and was eliminated pretty quickly. What do you mean you never saw that? I sent it in the writer's chat.
From Port St. Lucie, Florida, weighing in at 215 pounds, Jaden Angel.
I sent that in the writer's chat. That's crazy that you don't remember that. Yeah, I think you acknowledged it too. The Angels in the Rumble swiftly eliminated by D'Angelo Parks. And Angels looking to get a little bit of revenge in this four-way. Leon King, one of the two men to start the men's rumble alongside Kez Phoenix. Keith's watching this one closely, my sources tell me. Now, we cannot be letting Keith nab anybody with any kind of aura. That can't be happening anymore. We gotta cut Keith off. He's not allowed. D'Angelo Parks, the man that eliminated Jaden Angels in the Rumble. Able to catch Angels being a little bit over aggressive with a big boot. Send Angels over the top and out. And now these two get to get their hands on each other once again. This is going to be an absolutely insane four-way. I can already tell you. Grab your popcorn, whatever snacks you got. It's going to be an absolute banger between all four of these men. And they are all set to go, and there is the bell. Parks and Angels going right back at it from the Rumble. Caleb Christian and Leon King on the other side of the ring as Angels goes neck first into the top rope. Caleb Christian off the top, landing the moonsault onto Leon King. And now Parks turning his attention over to Caleb Christian. Right now, it seems like D'Angelo Parks running the ring here. As Christian off the top again, able to land the moonsault on the Angels. As Christian now back towards Leon King, able to hit the suplex. And now Christian and Parks going at it again here. Crossroads connecting, but a drop kick from Leon King. Putting Caleb Christian onto the mat, and now King into the cover here. And a kick out at one. Leon King hoists it up as Jaden Angels hits a neck breaker. But Christian countering with an arm drag. D'Angelo Parks up on the top rope, but brought back down by Caleb Christian. Jaden Angels bringing a chair into the ring, into the back of the head, and now swinging away at Leon King. And D'Angelo Parks looking to take advantage of a down Caleb Christian. Into the cover he goes, but Christian still able to kick out at one. And now Parks off the ropes. But Leon King turning his attention elsewhere. That might come back to bite him. Leon King whipped into the chair. Still going after that arm. Christian back up to his feet. Hoisting Angels up. But Angels able to land back on his feet. Kendo stick brought into the ring, not able to be put to good use. Everybody is flying and dropping through the middle rope. Frog splash to the back of D'Angelo Parks. Now another kendo stick being brought out from under the ring. But back in the ring, Angels hoisting up Caleb Christian. Camera crew missed it. Christian back up to his feet. Looked like he went for a drop kick, but Christian able to get out of the way. And now Christian landing on his feet. And Angels off the ropes. Snapdragon from Christian. And Parks looking to capitalize. As Leon King making his way back into the ring. And now Christian and Leon King turning their attention back towards each other. But Caleb Christian hoisting King up. Potentially for a power bomb, but King able to get those rights in. And now D'Angelo Parks and Jaden Angels going at it on the outside. Cover here by Christian, broken up by Parks. Big super kick there by Parks. Leon King brought up to his feet. Off the ropes he goes. Elbow blocked by King. And now King pushing D'Angelo Parks into the corner. But Parks able to counter. Christian coming up behind with a poison Rana. But Christian going to eat the kendo stick from Jaden Angels. And Angels into the cover here on Christian. One and a kick out. And a Spanish fly out of the corner from Jaden Angels. Now from the apron, it's D'Angelo Parks back in with a steel chair to the back of the head of Christian. 450, nobody home, and Leon King busted open from the chair. Jaden Angels trying to drag D'Angelo Parks back toward the middle of the ring. And Angels going face first into that steel chair. Meanwhile, Leon King with a suplex into the chair. Still holding on here for a German suplex. Still hanging on for a brain buster onto the chair. And King into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Parks. Now all four men back into the ring. Christian from the top hits the moonsault to Leon King. Christian with a kick to the back. Sledgehammer brought in by D'Angelo Parks. He's not going to get the chance to use it. Into the cover here. And a kick out of 1 by Parks. And now Christian sent into the turnbuckle. Leon King from the apron now. Out in no man's land. Setting up Caleb Christian, the trio. Whoa. You know, other side of the ring. Huge power bomb. As King was also taken out. Big super kick to Angels. And Christian hoisting up Angels, but Angels able to counter. And Angels with a drop kick. And into the cover. 1, kick out. And repeated kicks by Angels. And Angels Chest first into the knees, into the cover again here. Stiff kick there by Leon King. It's Christian and King going at it again in the ring. And now here comes Angels. Meeting the lefts and rights from Caleb Christian. And now into the corner, face first off the turnbuckle goes Jaden Angels. But he's able to get an elbow up. Angels now into the corner again as Leon King eating a drop kick. And it looks like Christian went for a moonsault or a shooting star, but Leon King able to get the elbow up. And now a double team here coming from Angels and Parks. And just as quickly they help each other. D'Angelo Parks going for the win here on Angels, but a kick out at 1. And now Parks, code breaker! And into the cover, but it's broken up. Big DDT. And now Caleb Christian, this time able to hit that shooting star. And Christian going face first into the kendo stick. D'Angelo Parks now picking up that sledgehammer straight into the gut and now to the face of Leon King. And now into the gut of Caleb Christian. And Parks up to the second rope, went for the frog splash, but Christian able to get the knees up. And a counter here by Christian. Meanwhile, on the outside, Jaden Angels missing a knee. Back inside, brain buster by Caleb Christian. And into the cover, 1, broken up. Parks dude needs to be arrested for attempted murder. Angels into the corner. And Angels with a power bomb. And Angels now going for the pin here, but quickly broken up by King. And now going for another cover. This time with his feet on the rope is not going to help when you got Leon King standing right there. And King hoisting up Christian. Planting in the middle of the ring, but again, the pin going to get broken up. Big super kick to D'Angelo Parks. And now Angels back up on his feet. And Angels with a backbreaker. And now King with a roll up here on Angels. Trying to steal it. 1, 2, and a kick out. And Parks dropping Leon King face first. And Parks, big cutter to Leon King. And a big knee to Angels on the outside. And now a cover. 2. And King just barely able to kick out. And now a code breaker to Caleb Christian. Big boot. And D'Angelo Parks busted open. King now grabbing the kendo stick, going for the cover. But Jaden Angel is going to be right there to break it up. Jaden Angel's firing up. But he gets sent into the corner by Leon King. Angel's leg tied up in the ropes. And now Caleb Christian into the cover. 2. And D'Angelo Parks just able to kick out. And now with the kendo stick straight to the back of Angels. King off the ropes. Snapdragon from Christian. But D'Angelo Parks back up to his feet. And Parks driving Christian into the corner. Now turning his attention over to Leon King. But King able to get the elbows in, hoisting up Parks. Going for it all. But Christian out of the corner. Able to get an elbow up. But a counter by Caleb Christian. As he'll go face first into the turnbuckle, and he's busted open. I don't know how the hell Jaden Angels avoided that baseball bat. But still swinging it. And Caleb Christian might be joining the CTE boys from full speed ahead after that. And the cover broken up. As Angels sent into the corner. Leon King hoisting up for a suplex. And the only man standing right now, well, technically standing, there's 3 standing. TNC needs health insurance. I would agree. A lot of people getting CTE recently. As Christian into the cover, and that's going to be broken up by Parks. Now into the corner goes Christian. And now Angels into the corner. Parks with a counter. Angels with a counter. Still holding on. Inverse DDT. Meanwhile, D'Angelo Parks taken out. Luckily, Zyla has many minds. Does that mean he has many different health insurances? I think Jaden Angel's controller disconnected. But King gonna hoist him up and take advantage! This could be his opportunity, but D'Angelo Parks able to break it up. Yeah, that would be very expensive. King able to drop Christian with that suplex. And now into the cover he goes on Caleb Christian. 1, broken up. Big suplex there. Christian with a brain buster. Yeah, whoever's working the cameras tonight is doing a piss poor job. Christian laying out Jaden Angels into the cover, broken up. Now here comes Leon King dropping Caleb Christian with a clothesline. And now over to D'Angelo Parks, meeting the same fate. But Parks quickly back into it with a code breaker to King. And he's into the cover, and that's going to get broken up by Christian. Angels not able to hit the 450. But Christian, springboard poison Rana. 1, 2, and a kick out. But King, side suplex, hanging on. Now a German. And King with the 3 amigos 3 ways. And Jaden Angels now lining up. Leon King from the corner. Kick to the back of the head. Taking out the legs of Angels, but eating a super kick. And now D'Angelo Parks with a kendo stick. Gonna start swinging away at Jaden Angels. And Parks into the cover. 1, 2, and it's broken up by King. Parks with a power slam. And now Caleb Christian coming at D'Angelo Parks. Able to avoid the chop. But Jaden Angels now with a roll-up, and that's going to get broken up quickly. Parks going face first into the turnbuckle. And now Parks coming in with speed. Able to catch the legs. Kick to the back of the head. And Angels with the German through the ropes. Meanwhile, Christian into the cover on Leon King, and that gets broken up at 2. And now Caleb Christian able to get an elbow up in the corner. And hits the Snapdragon on Jaden Angels. But a clothesline by Leon King will keep the Ghost down. And now the sledgehammer coming back into play. And King into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Christian. King now into the cover. 1, broken up by Christian. Christian grabbing the kendo stick and swinging at the back of Leon King. Now the skull of D'Angelo Parks. And Christian into the cover on Parks. 1, 2, and a kick out by Parks at 2. German suplex connecting. And Christian making his way up to the top rope. Sights set on Jaden Angels. Double axe handle. And now into the cover, but Leon King right there. Now Christian off the ropes. Big uppercut by Leon King. And into the cover on Christian. And it's broken up by Parks. King. Right onto the kendo stick. Jaden Angels responding with an elbow. Leon King up to his feet. This time able to hit that 450 clothesline. Caleb Christian's cover gets broken up. Drop kick connecting from Christian, and he's the only man standing in the ring. And Christian grabbing the steel steps as everybody starts to rise to their feet simultaneously. Christian hoisting up Angels potentially for a power bomb. Nothing comes of it. Jawbreaker to Angels. Leon King getting dropped by D'Angelo Parks. And Angels goes face first, but Christian eating a steel chair to the face. Repeated strikes from D'Angelo Parks, now hoisting up Caleb Christian. Rolls through. And now lining up Christian again. And Christian goes face first into the turnbuckle, but again gets an elbow up. Parks able to catch and land a super kick. And Jaden Angels eating the steel steps on the outside. As Parks sent to the apron and now crashing to the floor. Caleb Christian bringing that sledgehammer outside and straight to the back of Leon King. And now over to Jaden Angels. Still sledgehammer in hand. And 1 for Angels. There's just shit everywhere. There's blood everywhere. There's weapons everywhere. It is absolute carnage in our opener. Christian tossed back into the ring. King sent face first into the floor. King brought up to his feet and tossed back into the ring. Caleb Christian kendo stick in hand, not able to swing it. And Leon King hoisting up Caleb Christian for a running power bomb. A little bit. Big super kick. And now King sent off the ropes. But King able to counter into a DDT. And Leon King. Leg hook. Swinging neck breaker into the steps. And into the cover. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Yeah, Parks might actually be dead. Caleb Christian's got CTE. Parks is literally dead. They all might be dead, actually. There's a very good case to be made that they're just all dead. What an unbelievable opening.
Here is your winner,
Leon King able to pick up the win in our opening match in the men's 4-way showcase. Bloodied, battered, bruised, but came out on top. And now it's time for the women's showcase. If anybody needs a reintroduction or a re-debut, it would be this woman right here, Jacqueline Hayes. To say her performance in the Rumble would be a failure is a massive understatement. She was in and out of that women's Rumble in about 45 seconds. Tall one's winning. So it's all of their second matches, but already a big test for Jacqueline Hayes. Heather Ray had a pretty good showing in the Women's Rumble, but like everybody else in this match, ultimately fell short. Heather Ray won. I know, I have to fix that. I keep forgetting to fix that. That's how she came from CC. I just haven't fixed it. Heather Ray also looking to get off to a good start here in TNC. Oh, for real? Well, Zan, here is your winner pick. an absolute breakout performance in the Women's Rumble. My win. Kez would be proud. That's all I'll say. Kez in the drop.
And from Long Island, New York, Victoria Fuller.
Yeah, I saw you tell Tyler about Kez. What did he say? I didn't see what he said about it. But Victoria Fuller in this four-way might be a little bit of a sleeper. Because everybody's talking about Piper Rayne after the Rumble. But Fuller might be getting slept on a little bit. Just a little bit. And especially out of all four of these women, definitely getting talked about the least. But they are all ready to go, and there's the bell. And Hayes going straight after Piper Rayne. And Heather Ray repeated knees to the face of Victoria Fuller. Slept with if Owen has his way. Heather Ray already looking for weapons on the outside. Grabbing a sledgehammer. But Piper Rayne not going to let her use it. And Rayne taking out the legs with a dragon screw. And now Jacqueline Hayes not able to overcome the sheer size of Piper Rayne. She is 6'3", by the way. She is taller than Pete Brent by an inch. You know how insane that is? Side suplex there by Hayes. As Heather Ray gets a kendo stick. Someone brought a steel chair in. I didn't even see who it was. But Hayes with a Russian leg sweep to Fuller. Hayes able to catch the leg and drop Heather Ray pretty much straight on the chair. Big jawbreaker. Her and Higino forming the Sisters of Destruction. Hayes into a cover, and that's broken up by Ray. I don't know how to feel about that. And now Hayes going to eat a Russian leg sweep. And a few rights from Heather Ray. And Fuller able to power up Piper Rayne. And now Fuller from the middle rope. Big DDT. And meanwhile, Jacqueline Hayes into the cover. That's broken up as Fuller able to hit an elbow. Hayes looking to take advantage here. As Hayes off the ropes. Nobody there to meet her. Drop toe hold by Rayne. And a side suplex by Ray. And Heather Ray with a drop kick to Piper Rayne. Rayne quickly back up to her feet. Not able to hit her target. You know, on the outside, Victoria Fuller going into the steps. Jacqueline Hayes just having her way with Victoria Fuller on the outside. You know, on the inside, Piper Rayne going for a cover, but that's going to get broken up by Hayes before the count even gets started. And now Hayes with a chair. Almost got the shot off on Heather Ray, but Victoria Fuller there to save the day. Heather Ray gonna thank her with a bunch of knees, kicks, and a drop kick. And now, big knee to the face of Jacqueline Hayes. And a cover here by Heather Ray. 2, and Hayes able to kick out. Now a double team coming to Victoria Fuller. And that team will be very short-lived. And now Jacqueline Hayes able to push Heather Ray into the corner. And Hayes gonna get intercepted by Victoria Fuller. And Fuller into the cover, but that's gonna get broken up. And now Fuller dumped over and out by Heather Ray. And Piper Rain taking advantage. Trying to bring Hayes up, but Hayes able to hit a dragon screw. And now Jacqueline Hayes over the top rope and tossed back in onto the handle of the sledgehammer. And now we got a ref bump. Thankfully it's no DQ. Now all 4 women back in the ring. Suplex there by Fuller has Rain into the cover, but a kick out. Or excuse me, broken out by Fuller. Fuller sending Ray off the ropes. Overhead toss. Meanwhile on the outside, Jacqueline Hayes bringing another chair into the ring. Not going to be able to use it. Crossface applied, but broken up. Big release German. Now right hand to Fuller, but Fuller able to respond. Now Fuller over the top, gets caught. Big slap by Piper Rain. And these two just going back and forth. A big elbow there. And Piper Rain hoisting up Victoria Fuller for an F5. And Rain trying to crawl into a cover, but can she get there? No, she cannot. Not. Jesus, I can't talk. Now not even attempting a cover. But Hayes, a big knee to Piper Rain, but Heather Ray with the chair taking out Hayes. And now going to continue swinging. But Fuller back up to her feet, eats a drop kick. Everybody seemingly down and out right now except for Heather Ray. And Ray might have been looking for a submission, but Fuller able to escape. Fuller going for the clothesline, not able to hit either woman. And now we got a double team coming to Piper Ray as a double Russian leg sweep hits. But again, the double team not going to last long. Big elbow to Fuller. And a spear by Ray. And the cover broken up. And Hayes barely able to hit the crossbody. Fuller gets an elbow up on Hayes. And now going after Piper Rain. Off the ropes. Tried to turn her attention elsewhere, but didn't go too well for her. Now she goes off the ropes. Piper Rain basically does the exact same thing. Big side suplex to Heather Ray. Victoria Fuller into the cover here, but Rain able to break it up. And now Piper Rain twisting the neck of Victoria Fuller. And Hayes able to drop Rain into the cover here. Can she steal this match too? And a kick out by Rain. Fuller now back to her feet. And Fuller sent off the ropes by Hayes. And Fuller able to avoid the drop kick. Heather Ray tried to swing a steel chair. And now Heather Ray hoisted up for a power bomb. And Rain holding on for another one onto the sledgehammer. And full double underhook. Still hanging on. And again. Now dropping her face first. And now the crossface locked in on Jacqueline Hayes. It's applied but broken up. And now the crossface applied to Heather Ray. And again it's broken up. Hayes gets caught. And Piper Rain went for a low blow. But Hayes able to avoid. Release German connecting. And a clothesline dropping Piper Rain. And now Victoria Fuller into a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out by Rain. She thinks she's Nico. Now the only woman in the ring is Victoria Fuller, but up for long and nobody home. Heather Ray able to get out of the way. Meanwhile, a spear to Piper Rain by Jacqueline Hayes. As Hayes looking for more weapons. And she's got a kendo stick right across the eyes. And Hayes into the cover. This could do it. 1, 2, and a kick out. Just barely able to get the shoulder up. And now Ray gonna start swinging the chair. Meanwhile, on the outside, Piper Rain going face first into the mat. Cover here by Heather Ray. And it's broken up by Jacqueline Hayes. And now a springboard dropkick by Hayes connects. And all 4 women are down. And now Fuller and Hayes up to their feet. But Hayes quickly getting dropped. As Piper Rain now making her way back into the ring. Heather Ray into the corner, able to get an elbow up. Was going for a spear, couldn't hit it. And Heather Ray somehow able to take out both Fuller and Rain. But Fuller with a roll up, trying to steal it, but it's broken up by Hayes. Stunner there by Hayes. And Fuller gonna roll to the outside. Now it's just Hayes and Piper Rain in the ring, and Hayes going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Just rolling over on instinct alone to get that shoulder up. And another big knee connecting by Hayes. And another cover that's going to be broken up by Victoria Fuller. And now all 4 women back in the ring. Ah! Why? Of course Dexter Lawrence gets fucking traded. Ah! Kendo stick to the skull of Piper Rain. God, kill me. Spear by Ray. And into the cover. 1, 2. And Fuller barely able to kick out. I looked away and heard a random ass scream. Submission applied. I believe by Jacqueline Hayes. Fuck off, Owen. Meanwhile, Victoria Fuller hitting a B2. Hurricane Rana out of nowhere by Hayes. And now a kendo stick brought out by Hayes, tossing it straight into the face. And now Heather Ray going face first. Now up into the ropes, but able to get a boot up. Piper Rain with a chair. I know. Like, fuck this guy. I'm going to cut his promo out of the show for that. Nah, I'm just kidding. Imagine I did that mid-show. That's some Vince shit. I mean, 2 top 10 picks is cool, I guess. But we better be getting more than just the 10th pick. That's all I'm saying. Big power bomb by Heather Ray. And Jacqueline Hayes up on the top rope. And Hayes to the outside, gets caught into a power slam. But in comes Heather Ray with the baseball bat, swinging away at both Fuller and Hayes. And now the sledgehammer to the back. Fuller back in the ring. Rain back in the ring. And Fuller getting caught. F5! Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I mean, this was first attempt, so I'm not complaining that she won. All 4 women showed out, though. First attempt must be nice. But in the end, the expected outcome is true. And Piper Rain is victorious in this 4-way. What a showing by all 8 performers in these 2 4-ways. Unbelievable start to the show. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the All-Star Title Open Challenge.
You die first, get it? Your friends might get me in a rush, but not before I make your head into a canoe. You understand me?
No, you would not. Fuck off. Cole Crimson is yet to defend that All-Star Championship since winning it off of Owen Spade. This, of course, is our first look at the new All-Star title here in 2K26. An absolute beauty in my eyes. And Cole laying out the open challenge. Of course, he specifically mentioning No Owen Spade. Not too long ago. People without card suits in their name. Owen King about to come out. Nah, we can leave him in hell. That's where he belongs. But let's see who is going to answer the open challenge. For our TNC historians, I did mention last week, thought it was Chambers. I did mention last week that in the first Rumble, that it was Cole Crimson and Vincent Azariel who started at number 1 and number 2. So how apropos that just a week after I mentioned that we see them again going one-on-one. This time, with some gold on the line. How funny would it be if that actually was Nico Chambers? But we are not fucked. We are in for some impeccable grabs. Saw the Tron. Yeah, I know. I'm like, how would you have thought that when he's wearing all blue? I'm like, wait, the Trons. Liv's entrance? Wait, what did she do? What was her entrance? Oh, it's the fucking music video? Oh, fuck off. Fuck that.
Tennessee, weighing in at 202 pounds, Vincent Azriel. And his opponent, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 268 pounds, the All-Star
Yeah, I know.
champion, Cole Crimson.
That's so ass. Why is that her permanent theme? But anyway, All-Star title on the line. Neither man waiting long, but Cole Crimson getting the upper hand early. Big forearm. And an elbow by Cole. And Cole stomping at the hand of Vincent Azariel. But Vincent able to counter. How? It's so ass. It's like Jillian Hall level bad. Azariel into the corner. Gets blocked by Cole. And Cole off the top rope with the crossbody. And Cole now into the cover here. One kick out. Azariel able to get a boot up. And Cole, big knee to the gut. Now an elbow to the neck. Shinlock applied, but Azariel able to escape. Now with a roll up here on Cole, trying to steal the All-Star title, but Cole able to kick out. Double knees to the gut there by Azario. And now Vincent, big chop. Off the ropes. Drop kick to the side of the head. Azario now to the apron. Cole up to his feet. Springboard drop kick connects. Now Cole brought back up. Big forearm. And Cole dazed on the ropes. But tossed over the top and down to the floor. And Azario straight back to work. Taking it to Cole on the outside. But Cole firing back here. Big headbutt to Azario. Vincent with a counter. Potentially thinking a code breaker, but Cole able to catch him. And now Cole with both legs gonna send Azario swinging all the way across the outside. And now the senton for good measure. And Cole gonna reset the count. Make his way up to the top rope. Or at least should have reset the count. As Cole with the cannonball to the floor. Azario bringing it to Cole with a big knee. And now Azario up to the top rope. Eyeing up Cole Crimson. Big drop kick. Repeated rights from Vincent Azario. And now kicks and strikes coming in. As Cole tossed across the outside. Count up to 4. As Cole able to catch the boot, landing a big clothesline. And now Azario tossed back into the ring. Trying to get up to his feet. Cole gonna help him out. As Cole sent into the ref. And Azario looking to take advantage. Drop kick to the side of the head again. And now repeated kicks by Azario. And Cole gonna shove him away. And land a huge lariat to Azario. Those kicks might have woken up the beast. Cole into the cover. And Azario able to grab the ropes at 2. And now Azario struggling to his feet. But Cole gonna get busted open from a knee. And now a Pele kick by Azario. And a code breaker gonna drop Cole to the mat. But Azario bringing him back up. Cole with a block though. Cole sending to the ref again. And Cole with a clothesline. And Cole making his way up to the top rope. Landing the senton from the top. And Cole now thinking twist of fate. He's got him set up and he connects with the twist of fate. 1, 2, and Azario kicks out at 2. Cole middle rope. Able to land that right hand. Cole back into the ring. And spearing Azario off the apron, and we're down to the floor again. Facebuster by Cole. Azario may be out on his feet here as he's sent into the steps. Azario able to land a kick to the back of the leg. But Cole going face first into the barricade. And Cole getting dropped. Head first into the floor. But Cole able to catch the leg of Azario. Overhead toss on the outside, and both men laid out here. Count up to 8. As both men up to their feet. Azario almost got sent to the steps. And Cole now on the apron. Back into the ring. And now the count reset by Cole Crimson. And Cole gonna hoist Azario up. And drop him face first onto the apron. But Azario back up to his feet and quickly dropped with the lariat. Call from the boss made you miss half the match. Ugh, rip. Vincent from the top, able to land the knee to the back of the head. And Azario into the cover to try and take the All-Star title, and Cole able to kick out. And Cole dazed in the corner. Azario with speed lands the forearm. Azario lining up Cole, but Cole able to avoid. Landing those kicks. A big overhand chop. And now we're going to start trading blows here in the middle of the ring. Give your boss the Crimson Choke. Going chop for chop. Azario with a block. Lands a right hand as well. Another chop by Cole. Cole this time with a block. And landing a right hand. And another block by Azario. And now it breaks out into a hockey fight. Middle of the ring for the All-Star title. Azario with a Pele. Bringing Cole up to his feet. Hoisted up for a brainbuster. And now lining up for the drop kick. And now into the corner. Scoop slam by Azario. Now making his way up to the top rope. Cole up to his feet. Went for the stomp, but nobody home. And Cole, pile driver. And the end might be near. Crimson Choke applied to Vincent Azario. He's got nowhere to go. And he has no choice but to tap out. And Cole Crimson is still your All-Star champion. Joining a very, very exclusive list of All-Star champions to successfully retain that championship. Joining the likes of Owen Spade. Joining the likes of Seth Ross. Joining the likes of Isaac Graves. Cole Crimson becoming just the 4th man in TNC history to retain that title. I sent both in the writer's chat. I don't know how you don't remember the other one. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be seeing the final 2 of the Women's Rumble going at it one-on-one as Taylor Paige, in her 2nd ever match, otherwise would have been in the 4-way earlier, but alas, she goes up against the former TNC Women's Champ and the Royal Rumble winner, Haley Blackwell. Joining Olivia Harnage as the only 2 women in TNC history to win the Women's Rumble, as there have only been 2. And so far, we got a 100% odds of Rumble winners, or Women's Rumble winners, going on and winning the belt. So you got to feel pretty good right now if you're Haley Blackwell. Now she's got to keep that momentum going into Clash of the Titans 3, into that women's title match. But she's got to deal tonight with Taylor Paige, who was very impressive in the Women's Royal Rumble. And here we go with the tie-up. And Paige overpowering Haley Blackwell into the ropes, and the ref there to break these 2 women up. And Paige getting a cheap shot in. Blackwell now with the repeated kicks, and now 1 to the jaw. And the moonsault connecting from Haley Blackwell. And already into a cover here on Taylor Paige, but a kick out at 1. Big stomp by Blackwell. Bringing Paige up to her feet, able to avoid, Blackwell avoiding, and now another tie-up. Waistlock applied, but a quick counter here into a side headlock by Taylor Paige. Wrenching on the neck. Now back up to their feet. Headlock still applied. And now a hammerlock. Nice counter by Haley Blackwell. But another quick counter here by Taylor Paige. And Paige continuing to wrench at that arm. And now it's shinlock applied. Another nice counter by Blackwell. But Paige trying to get up to her feet. Only up to a knee for now. As Blackwell changing the pressure to the shoulder. Now up to her feet. But quickly dropped by Blackwell. And now Paige able to hit the Hurricane Rana. Hanging on for a cover here on Blackwell. Reversing to a cover. And another reversal into 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 a cover. And finally, a kick out. Drop toe hold by Paige. The only Paige that matters here on the night of April 18th, 2026. As Haley Blackwell back up to her feet. Now sent off the ropes by Taylor Paige. Big heel kick by Paige. And into the cover she goes. 1, 2, and a kick out. Taylor Paige taking off that turnbuckle pad. And the ref quickly over there to fix it. Kick to the gut by Blackwell. And Blackwell sending Paige face first into the turnbuckle. And now seated in the corner. Never show that to Matt ever. Paige brought up to her feet by Blackwell. And Blackwell hits the Blackwell driver. Or Owen. Yeah, that's true. And Blackwell was thinking B2, but Paige able to counter. She spread. All right. We don't got to go there. Let's just drop it. Paige into the cover on Blackwell, but a quick kick out. And Paige, Poison Rana! And Taylor Paige trying to move quickly. Face first off the turnbuckle. And Blackwell busted open. Or saw two hands and didn't know what happened. And Paige from the top, code breaker. Into the cover, 1, 2, and Blackwell just able to survive. Blackwell able to avoid that roundhouse and able to drive Taylor Paige into the corner. And now driving her boot into the throat of Taylor Paige. And Blackwell into the cover. 1. And a kick out at 1 by Taylor Paige. Blackwell to the apron. Springboard. Gets caught into a powerbomb. And Blackwell needing a second on the outside. And able to hit a DDT. And Blackwell with speed into the corner, able to hit that elbow. But Taylor Paige just as quickly able to get a boot up. And now it's Blackwell set into the corner. Going straight after the arm. And now Paige to the other corner, and Blackwell again going face first. But Blackwell able to get an elbow up. And now it's Paige able to get an elbow up. And now Blackwell sent dumped over the top rope into the floor. Paige gonna follow her out there. But might have been there too late. As Blackwell now back into the ring. Paige not far behind. As now we're going to start trading blows. Here between Taylor Paige and Haley Blackwell. Big chop from Blackwell. A right that gets blocked. And a right hand by Blackwell. Another block by Blackwell. Big spinning back fist. And Taylor Paige goes down. And Blackwell hitting a second Blackwell driver. And now maybe thinking B2 if she can hit it. That wasn't a B2. That was yet another Blackwell driver. She's got 2 iterations of it. Going for the cover. And Taylor Paige able to kick out. Now off the ropes goes Paige. Dropped stomach first. And gets dropped again with a big clothesline. And now Blackwell into the corner with speed. Nobody home. Blocked by Blackwell. And now springboard dropkick doesn't connect. And that could open the door for Taylor Page. Blackwell face first into the turnbuckle. Scoop slam. And Page maybe thinking that Avalanche Codebreaker once again. Can she hit it? No! Blackwell able to get out of the way. And now it's Page going face first into the turnbuckle. And getting set up into the Tree of Woe. But Page quickly out of it. And now Page hoisted up and planted. Cover. 1, 2, and 3. Impressive debut here in episode 51 for Taylor Page, but on this night it just was not enough to keep down the Royal Rumble winner. And this is the kind of momentum that Haley Blackwell needs to be building heading into Clash 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first time in a long time, a 6-man tag here in TNC. Custom Trons randomly turn into whoever's motion it is now. The fuck? There has only been one other occasion where we've seen a 6-man tag match. You would have to go all the way back to Full Speed Ahead 1. Back in January of 2025. In that match, on one side you had the world champ, Pete Brents, you had Kent Killstrom, and of course you had Keith. Well before his days as a cunt rider. And then on the other side, you had the original Black Hole Society. You had Cole Crimson. You had Zyler Glass. And you had Owen Spade. And there were 2 stipulations to that match. The first one being if Brents, Keith, and Killstrom were to win, then Kent would get a world title match at Turning Point. The second stipulation of that match was if the BHS were to lose, then whoever ate the pin or tapped out would no longer be able to challenge for the world title until Brents lost it. As some of us probably remember, Keith was able to pin Owen Spade after hitting the Keithinator, meaning Spade's only chance at getting a title shot was winning the Rumble, and then he entered at number 3. And then after his elimination and after the Rumble, he would unceremoniously be kicked out of the BHS in favor of Adam Ace. After Ace won the Rumble, Ace would wait to see who he'd face after Turning Point when Kent got his world title match. And Brents came out on top in that match. Brents also coming out on top at Clash of the Titans 1, defeating Adam Ace in the main event. Yeah, for you it's a fever dream because you never booked him as a babyface. Or you haven't booked him as a babyface in a long time.
Pasha Music.
Where's Mama Kenny? I haven't downloaded her. I don't know why I haven't. Mama Kennedy's not very canon on TNC.
And they're accompanied by Lucy at a combined weight of 684 pounds. The World Tag Team Champions, Alex
This is the first time in a very, very long time that we're seeing the corporation at full strength. I brought up Clash of the Titans 1 earlier. At that event, the corporation had the chance to become the inaugural tag team champions against Matt Marco and Tyler Vincent. They could not get the job done that night. Matt and Tyler walked out as tag champs. Fast forward to Full Speed Ahead last week. Or actually, let's fast forward 2 weeks ago. Corporation knocking off Jet Set in a #1 contenders match. And then knocking off the Titans last week at Full Speed Ahead to become the new tag champs. And now for the first time since becoming tag champs, competing in a 6-man tag as a double team coming here from Morning Star and Braxton Titan. Braxton getting a little bit from Morning Star as the repeated kicks coming in from Alex Cruz. Tag in to the returning Darius Praise. Praise, of course, making his return from injury in the Royal Rumble last week. A surprise to many considering he wasn't out there for the tag title match. As Praise going for the cover here. And Braxton able to kick out. Dude can't even afford wrestling gear. Maybe he just chooses to wrestle in street clothes. Praise brought up to his feet. Braxton arm hooked. Kind of. For a brain buster. Bianca's back? No shot. Thank God. Thank God Bianca's back. She is so missed. Morning Star with a big drop kick. I saw Liv won the women's title, or the women's world title. I didn't see anything else though. Matchup breaking down on the outside as Praise getting dropped face first. Now a big boot. And the count continuing. Morning Star back in the ring, taking out Alex Cruz. And now Morning Star turning his attention over to Miguel Tigre. And Tigre firing back with a forearm. Shushing Morning Star. Oh, Bianca's pregnant? Oh my. So she's going to be out, what? Basically 2 years? Nice teamwork here by Morningstar and the Titans as the crossface applied, but praise. Yeah, it's already been another year. It's already been a year. It's going to end up being like another year, year and a half. Maybe 2. We're going to go 3 years, basically, without Bianca Belair. This is a travesty. As a fan, this is a travesty. But, like, good for her to be healthy now. Like, get that finger should have been fixed long ago. As Morningstar over the top of the leg drop. And Morningstar into the cover on Cruz. And a kick out of 1. I wouldn't call it career threatening. It's just going the non-surgery route just did not work. Like she should have gotten the surgery first. And avoided like the extra however many months it was. As Cruz whipped into the corner by Morningstar. Morningstar perched up on the middle rope. Over the top. Into the powerbomb cover. 1. Kick out. And Praise into the ring now. And a spear by Praise to Morningstar. Praise, cover, 1, 2, broken up. Praise, swinging lefts and rights. Big clothesline. And Praise, nobody home on the elbow drop. And now Praise over the top rope, still on the apron. A Morningstar going to meet him there. Thinking back suplex, and he hits it on the apron. And now reversal by Praise. Back into the ring goes Morningstar. And now into the corner. And Luna Lovell getting into the ear of Zach Morningstar. Potentially saving Darius Praise from disaster there over in the other corner. And Praise landing a clothesline. And up to the top. Nobody home as Morningstar gets the tag. Braxton going face first into the turnbuckle. As now Praise. Bulldog from the middle rope. Big right hand there. Braxton just cornering Darius Praise. And tossing him back over to the other side of the ring. Trying to get a tag. But could not. Over the top goes Braxton. And into the corner. But Praise getting an elbow up. Sending Braxton into the corporation corner. Praise with speed. Clothesline. And Braxton brought up to his feet. Back into the corner he goes. And another clothesline by Darius Praise. And into the corner again. Double axe handle to the back. Turn back around. Alright, we are in an endless cycle, turning him around and around, but not for long. Went for another bulldog, but this time Braxton catching him. And now Braxton off the ropes. Big boot to the face of Darius Praise. Turned over into the cover. One kick out. And now another cover. This time with the feet on the ropes, but the ref caught Braxton. And Praise into the corner. Braxton thinking muscle buster and connects. Into the cover on Praise, and it's going to be broken up by Alex Cruz. Braxton now tagging in Eli Titan. And Eli firing up quickly. Into the cover here on Darius Praise. 1, 2, and a kick out by Praise. Eli makes the tag to Morningstar. And Morningstar eats a cheap shot from Alex Cruz. It's not going to help Darius Praise much as he runs right into Morningstar. And Praise whipping Morningstar into his own corner. And Praise, second rope, went for the bulldog again, but again gets caught. And again able to whip Morningstar into his own end. But Morningstar gets the elbow up. Repeated kicks in the leg by Praise. And Praise hoisting Morningstar up high. Big power slam. And Praise getting the tag into Miguel Tigre. And Tigre quickly looking for a cover, but that's going to be broken up. And now Morningstar whipped into the corner. Tigre trying to taunt Morningstar, but that failed spectacularly. And Morningstar catching Tigre with an elbow, but Praise with a cheap shot. Not able to buy enough time for Tigre to hit that springboard. And Morningstar and the Titans looking to take advantage. Now bottom rope, leg drop by Zach Morningstar. And now Tigre back into the corner. Turned around. Seated up on the top rope, but Tigre able to get an elbow in. Get himself to safety, at least temporarily. As Eli now on his tail. Hoisted up, potentially for a Titan bomb, but Tigre able to counter. Big kick to the gut. And Tigre back into the ring. And Morningstar hoisting him up for a power bomb. Tigre brought up to his feet. But Tigre able to counter Morningstar. And again went for the springboard, but not able to hit it. And Miguel Tigre face first into the apron. And again going face first. And it is an all-out assault on Miguel Tigre as they have him cornered. And the corporation in big trouble here. And Tigre sent into the corner of the barricade. And back into the barricade goes Tigre. Count up to 7. Tigre going face first into the floor. Morningstar lining up. Miguel Tigre hoisted up. But Tigre landing on his feet. But still gets tossed across the outside. Back to relative safety. And now Morningstar turning his attention to Alex Cruz, trying to knock him off the apron, and he does. Count up to 17. In danger of a count out, and Tigre back into the ring. And now off the ropes, Morningstar with a counter. And Luna Lovell again jawing over at Zach Morningstar. But not going to do much as Morningstar hits the Shining Wizard. But Tigre right back on the attack. Smartest thing I've ever seen an AI do in a tag match. I know. Low key. Morningstar and the Titans wrestling a very, very smart tag match by 2K standards. And now Tigre trying to do the same thing to the Titans here. But to much less success. Able to avoid the roundhouse, but not able to avoid the Morningstar chops or the enziguri. As Braxton tagged in. Flexing the muscles. Into the corner, nobody home. And Tigre with speed drop kick to the chest. And Braxton whipped into the corner. But able to get an elbow up on Miguel Tigre. And going to send him into his own corner. But nobody home on that splash. And Tigre looking for a tag. And he's able to get it. Alex Cruz, the legal man now. And Cruz gets sent into his own corner. Able to get an elbow up. And Cruz gets dropped with a drop kick. Or excuse me, with a clothesline. And Braxton again with the elbow up. And now the repeated strikes come in. And Cruz brought back up to his feet. Whipped into the corner. And Braxton just tossing Cruz back toward the middle of the ring into a cover. And Cruz able to kick out, but Praise would have been there to break it up. Reversed by Cruz into the corner with speed. And just stomping away at the hands. Speed on TNC. We're good. We're good on that. Respectfully. Eli going face first into the turnbuckle. And a tag to Morningstar, but Cruz going after Titan. And Morningstar, big drop kick, busting Cruz open. And Morningstar trying to line up Alex Cruz, but to no avail. Cruz gets a right hand in. And now Morningstar off the ropes. Morningstar able to get those shots in. And Morningstar, German suplex, hangs on. Second German suplex, still hanging on. Third German suplex. And Morningstar trying to move quickly. Cover on Cruz. 1, 2, broken up by Tigre. Cruz brought back up to his feet, able to avoid, now driving Morningstar into the corner. And Cruz up to the middle rope, tornado DDT. And Morningstar able to get the tag in to Eli. And Eli getting dropped by that roundhouse. And into the cover, Cruz goes 1, kick out. 19 minutes into this tag match and we're still getting 1 counts. Big right by Eli, but Cruz responding with an elbow. And Cruz back into the corner. And Cruz with another elbow. And Cruz marching the back of Eli into the turnbuckle. And Alex Cruz making the tag to Darius Praise. Eli able to get a boot up on Praise. And now Praise sent into the corner. Double team coming here. Double clothesline connects to Praise. And Morningstar, spear! No, it gets blocked! The spear blocked by Praise. Praise now looking for his own spear. And no! And now Praise thinking power slam. Connects! And the pin broken up before a 1 count. Praise quickly going for a tag to Miguel Tigre. As we're down to the final 10 minutes of this match. And Tigre getting whipped down to the mat. Morningstar to the top rope. And Morningstar connecting with a clothesline. And Tigre whipped into the corner. Morningstar just driving the boot. Now it's Morningstar whipping in the corner. Tigre up from the top, landing that arm drag. But Morningstar getting a boot up into the face of Tigre. And now both men back up to their feet. As it's Morningstar going into the corner. And again up toward the top rope. Tigre landing another arm drag. And again into the corner. Sunset flip over the top. Tigre not going to let Morningstar get the cover. Morningstar able to catch the leg. Dodge for dodge. As Tigre hoists it up. Lands a right to the skull. And now Morningstar crawling up to his feet. Tigre there to meet him. And Tigre setting up for the Panama Sunrise. Into the cover, 1, 2, and Morningstar kicks out at 2.5. Praise gets the tag. And Praise trying to pick apart whatever's left of Zach Morningstar here. Off the top, nobody home for the splash. German suplex by Morningstar. And quickly getting the tag over to Braxton Titan. As Praise back up to his feet. And Praise That sidewalk slam to Braxton. Set into the corner, and Frazier's driving the boot into the throat. And now it's Praise getting whipped into the corner. Nobody there for Braxton though, and Braxton getting dropped with a quick clothesline. And Praise off the ropes. Braxton ducking under. Using all that mass. Like a brick wall. And Miguel Tigre getting the hot tag. Chops and kicks coming in. Flatliner by Tigre. Rolling all the way to the outside. Tigre gonna follow suit. Gets caught. Still able to hit the Enziguri. And Tigre back into the ring. Turning his attention over to Eli now. And Tigre hits a stunner through the ropes. And both Titans laid out. Tigre making the tag over to Alex Cruz. As we are about to hit the 25-minute mark of this match. Cruz lining up Braxton. Big knee. Into the Bulldog. But Braxton up to his feet. Reversal. Hoisted up. Alex Cruz GTS. 1, 2, and a kick out by Braxton. Cruz trying to figure out what he's got to do. Off the ropes. Going right after the neck. Braxton able to reverse. And Braxton repeatedly sending Cruz into the turnbuckle. And Braxton into the cover on Cruz. 1 and a kick out. At 1. We are over 25 minutes in. And we're still getting 1 counts. Repeated stomps to the hand there by Braxton. Braxton got a hand on Cruz for the choke slam. And now bringing Cruz back up. Off the ropes. Ducking under. Just going to bump into him. Cruz trying to take advantage, but can't. And again, he'll go face first into the turnbuckle. We are down to our final 3 minutes of this match. We are very close to a draw with a 30-minute time limit. As Cruz, tornado DDT. Into the cover on Braxton. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2.5. Cruz thought he had it. Now, Anaconda Vice locked in by Alex Cruz in the center of the ring. He is wrenching it deep. Braxton needs help from his partners, or else he's going to have to tap, and he has no choice but to tap out.
Pasha Music.
A ridiculous 6-man tag. But it is the corporation that come out on top. Pretty much went the full distance. could not have asked for anything more out of these 6 men.
Here are your winners, Alex
You could definitely call this a return to form for the corporation. Back at full strength again, on top of the tag team division. Could not ask for anything more out of the corporation. Still 2 segments left. One of them we will be hearing from Owen Spade after his attack on Isaac Graves following the Men's Royal Rumble.
Do I have your attention now? Isaac Graves. How does it feel to get in my way? How does it feel to get lucky? How does it feel to weasel your way into a TNC World Heavyweight Championship match that should belong to me? How does it feel knowing you don't deserve a goddamn thing? No, you don't deserve that championship opportunity. You don't deserve to go to the main event of Clash of Titans. All you did was you got lucky. You got lucky. And I've warned people not to get in my way 1,000 times over. And yet, continuously, they do. And I had to make an example out of someone. I'm sorry it had to be you, but it had to be you. You got in my way, and that's the price you pay. Because I guarantee you, you're not making it to Clash of Titans. Especially now that I've dropped that dead weight, that cucking bottom Matt Marco. I have every intention of taking your spot in that main event. I have every intention of winning the TNC World Heavyweight Championship. I have every intention of not letting it go. So how about this, Isaac? Owen Spade versus Isaac Graves. 1-on-1. Winner goes to Clash of Titans.
A humongous challenge laid out by Owen Spade to Isaac Graves. He wants Graves' spot at Clash of the Titans in the main event. We'll have to see what Graves' answer is. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time on episode 51. Super straight to super racist. Indeed. Our main event will consist of the final 2 from the Men's Royal Rumble. Much like the match earlier between Taylor Page and Haley Blackwell. We are going to see Kent Killstrom and Isaac Graves go 1-on-1 here in our main event. Kent Killstrom has had plenty of chances at that World Championship. Never been able to seal the deal. Rumble could have been another way for him to get there, or potentially as insurance for Pete Brents. But it was not to be. And as of now, and maybe always, Isaac Graves is the challenger in the main event. Whether he puts it on the line against Owen Spade to be answered at a later date.
And his opponent, weighing in at 228 pounds, Isaac Graves.
Graves, of course, spending a lot of time recently in ELW. Was almost the inaugural world champion over there, but ended up losing to Zyler Glass in what should have been a world championship match. Ended up being a complete facade for Owen Spade. And now Graves has an opportunity at the world championship right in front of him, after he was able to win the Royal Rumble at Full Speed Ahead last week. That shit bugs you to this day. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Imagine getting a world title just ripped out from under you. But Ken Killstrom and Isaac Graves are ready to go in our main event. And there's the bell. Ken coming in hot with a big clothesline. But Graves quickly up to his feet and will tie up. Graves gonna push Kent towards the corner. And Kent with a cheap shot on Graves. And gets a couple more lefts and rights in there, followed by that uppercut. And we're going to get another tie-up. Graves, side headlock applied. Side headlock applied again. Just tossing Ken Killstrom. And now Graves, big knee strike to Ken. And now Ken off the ropes. Graves ducking under, jumping over. Blocked by Kent. And Kent with the rights and lefts, followed by the drop kick. And Kent into the cover here on Graves. Gets a 2 count, but Graves able to kick out. And Kent willing to let Isaac Graves catch his breath on the outside. Now Kent gonna go off the ropes. Graves ducking under. This time able to hit that shot to the gut. And Kent just leveling Isaac Graves. And now lining him up from the corner for the hidden blade. But Graves able to catch Kent with a boot. And now the repeated kicks. Big knee. Now from the apron, Graves waiting for Kent to get to his feet, but gets caught. Kent now to the apron. Graves to his feet, rolling through into the neck breaker. And now Kent up to the top rope. Kent able to land the elbow. And Kent into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Graves. Kent hoisting up Isaac Graves for a power bomb. Bringing it back up to his feet. Kent thinking attitude adjustment. And he's able to hit it. And Kent still moving quickly here. Achilles lock applied, but the rope break. And now Kent, with his feet on the ropes, gets caught by the referee. And now the repeated strikes by Isaac Graves. And Graves able to hit the springboard moonsault. And Isaac Graves up to the top rope. Kent to his feet. Graves landing the kick to the jaw. And now the repeated right hands coming in from the Royal Rumble winner. But Kent quickly to his feet, gets countered by Graves. And Isaac Graves finally finding some sustained momentum. Kent off the ropes. Big kick by Isaac Graves. Taking Kent's head off. And this time able to land that kick to the chest. But Kent quickly to his feet. Lands a big clothesline. Graves now. Shots to the gut. And Graves thinking Gravedigger has Kent up. But Kent able to escape. Lands a clothesline. Kent into the cover. 1, 2, no. Kent now going to drag Isaac Graves into the corner, and he'll go face first off the turnbuckle. Scoop slam by Kent. Kent from the top rope. Kent stomp! Cover! 1, 2, and Graves kicks out. Kent thinking a second stomp to Isaac Graves. Countered into a cutter. Kent sent off the ropes. Discus forearm. Cover. And a kick out by Kent. And Graves trying again to hit the Gravedigger. This time able to connect. And Graves into the cover. 1, 2, and Kent kicks out at 2.5. Graves brushing the boot across the face. Now off the ropes with speed. Another big boot, and Kent busted open. Over the top. Kent able to get the knees up there. And Kent trying again for the attitude adjustment. Hits a second one. And Kent crawling to the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Graves. All he could muster up was a shoulder just by rolling his body over. But that was enough as Kent double stomp to the chest. The end might be near for Isaac Graves in this match. As Kent hoisting Graves up for the burning hammer. And Isaac Graves busted open. But that might do it. 1, 2, 3. And Kent Killstrom getting the win in the main event feeding the flame that Owen Spade sparked, that Isaac Graves is not deserving of his spot at Clash 3. It's only going to make the doubt grow in the mind of Isaac Graves. It's going to
Here is your winner.
feed the ego of Owen Spade. And for now, we're going to have to wait on an answer from Isaac Graves regarding the challenge that was laid out. But congratulations to Ken Killstrom. As ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for episode 51 of TNC. We will see you all next week for hopefully what should be a much shorter episode 52 of TNC.